My favorite memory of Toby is probably, um, I have many, but it was the very first time I saw him coming out uh, when we went to pick him up after we had lost our other beloved puppy, Pickles. The breeders had wanted to give us another dog, and so they had this new litter, and we went, and there was this fluffy little brown dog who was super playful and punky. That's the best way I can describe it. His ears were tuffy and he was super engaged, and he saw you kids and it was just love at first sight. He wanted to be where you kids were at, not where anybody else was at. And so that was one of my favorite memories of Toby, because I knew that he was going to be a really good companion to you kids. And then another favorite memory is him at the bottom of the stairs, and all the kids were upstairs, and he just was not big enough to get up there, and he wanted to get up those stairs so bad. And he cried and cried, and we kept trying to teach him how to climb the stairs with just his little body, long legs, or short legs and long body. He couldn't figure it out. So we had to place treats on each of the steps, so it would motivate him to aim for it and reach up to it. And he'd get his front paws on it, and then he'd get his back legs up, and he would just scatter until he finally learned how to get up the stairs to reach you kids. And then after that, it was a non-stop game. You kids would go run and hide, and then he would bark like crazy, searching the house, sniffing, trying to find where you guys were at. And that was another favorite memory.
One of my favorite memories of Toby is when we lived in Cleveland at our home on Lilac Road, and our neighbor Ed Raleigh, he and Toby bonded over the years that we lived there. And what Toby would do in the mornings is go over to their front porch and climb up there and start just this noise that I had only heard him make for Ed Raleigh, and how much Toby loved Ed and how much Ed loved Toby. It's one of my favorite memories. But Toby truly is a love dog, and he's always been a love pup. So.
My favorite memory of Toby is when he would push his little ball under the couch and then look at you and cry until you eventually got it out for him, and then he'd play with it for about 2 or 3 seconds and then push it back under again and then repeat the process.
My favorite memory of Toby, I guess, is when, I mean, it should be the worst memory, but I guess it was when I was teasing him with, I think it was like turkey or something, and he got so annoyed with me because I was teasing him. He bit me basically on the face, and yeah, but I guess I remember that with fondness because, I mean, I was being an idiot, and Toby was being himself, and I deserved it, and I laugh at it now, and I have a scar right here forever because of him, so.
Out of the many memories I have of Toby, this one I cherish the most. So I'm going to take you back into the day that the family and I were still living in Cleveland, Ohio. So Toby was only a couple years old, maybe like 1 or 2. He's a young pup. And this particular Sunday, Mom and Dad piled us into the car and took us out for a Sunday drive. But it was not a pleasant Sunday. Like, it was rainy, it was foggy, it was cold because I think it was close to fall or something like that. So, we're driving and we stop out by this lake. We all hop out, we're walking around, stretching our legs, and Toby sees this giant flock of geese sitting on the lake. And he takes off running for it, like breaks the leash out of our hands and just goes straight for them. So we're trying to run to catch up to him when we see him torpedo bullet right into the lake. Now the funny thing about this is Toby hates water. He never would go near water. He hates it that much. So the fact that he dove straight into the lake shocked us. And as fast as he went in, he came out sad, mopey, his tail tucked far under his legs. And we were all laughing, other than my dad, who saw the consequences of this now wet, smelly dog who has to ride back with us. And he was angry. I remember my dad being so angry about that as we're all laughing and trying to clean up Toby. But I was just, it wasn't a fun situation then. But it's a great memory to think about.
One of my favorite memories of Toby was when he lived in Lewiston. I remember watching him sit by the back door all day every day, watching and waiting for the squirrels to come down the tree. And when he would see them, he would go absolutely crazy, sometimes scaring a few of us in the house with his loud barking. But when we would let him out in the yard, he would zoom out there and he would spend a long time trying to sniff and search for them, but probably much to his dismay, he never caught one. I don't think Toby was ever happier than when he was chasing squirrels away from our yards.
What's this? What's this? Is it dinner time? Is it food? Okay. Okay.